Hi Taurus, welcome to your August 2020 love reading. It's Raina here, and it's really like deja vu all over again, to quote Yogi Berra, because I feel like I've already done this reading for you, but maybe that was the end of July reading. If you've already watched that one, and I am doing a love reading specifically with this, you might find some common traits. I never remember what I do with my readings after I've done them, so I can't help you out there unless you've already watched that one. So I'll just do what I'm going to do here. Oh yeah, I got to remember that this is a special spread that I created. And so it's going to be a little bit different. I'm working with the Ethereal Tarot cards this month, and for the love reading, because these are romantic cards. So I hope that you enjoy them. The heart of, well, in this spread I call it the situation at hand, the Knight of Cups. This reading is for people who are single and looking, as well as people who are coupled and, not sure whether they want to stay where they are because the relationship isn't working out, or they want to leave. They know they want to leave. Oh, I should say. So the Knight of Cups, you can see the person is holding out this cup. So cups relate to the water element, and this is about love. This is about creativity and spirituality. And so when you have the Knight of Cups, this can indicate the type of man. I will bring gender into this simply to make it more specific, but if it certainly could be something that you substitute with, so, non-gender specific type of individual, but a man who is emotionally, who's romantic, who is artistic. This could be somebody that you meet at an open mic, and I say that because a lot of Taurians tend to have a special relationship with music. Of all the art forms, I would say that would be the case. Taurus rules the throat, so some Taurus people can have very pleasant voices. I have Taurus rising. I just had somebody tell me something about doing ASMR, and I made a big joke about how I've done that. I intentionally tried to do it, and I was just kind of, I don't know, a little bit embarrassing, but in any case, that's the kind of thing that it represents, is this idea of the knight in shining armor archetype. And of course, life isn't a fairy tale like in the books, but life can be magical. And the more that, if you are single, the more that you believe that you are deserving of, a very healthy relationship and a very loving relationship, the more I feel like you can make it happen. But a lot of times people talk themselves out of their good, especially like an earth sign, trying to be practical, trying not to be like full of dreams or whatever you would say, thinking that it's a good thing when actually it's a little bit cynical, But in any case, this may be somebody that is exactly what you have wanted. I feel like the matter at hand will tend to be either somebody that you're currently dealing with who resembles this, or that this is what you are thinking about that you want. So it's something in your energetic field, if you will. Now, how did you get to this point? The Eight of Cups. So this may suggest that, if you are single, that you are coming off of a relationship that was unsatisfying. Here's another, I like this depiction of the Eight of Cups. In the Rider-Waite deck, and this is very faithful to the Rider-Waite, they show somebody walking away. In this they have their like monk's hood, but they're sitting down. But the moon is out, and that can indicate the intuitive juices are flowing, So with the Eight of Cups being like leaving what no longer serves you, because you have like this desire to experience something with a greater emotional or spiritual connection. That can lead to the type of person that you are looking for. So, sometimes what happens is people are kind of like, I want that type of person, like a woman saying, I want that type of guy. And yet she's not willing to alter her life to make space for that. So what happens? Well, you still get distracted with daily life, and maybe you forget about those dreams that you have, even though you've been very unhappy. And unfortunately, in some cases, people begin to take on destructive habits to kind of run away from their feelings of dissatisfaction. So overeating, drinking, other forms of substance abuse are, escapism through media, multimedia. Doesn't solve that deep unhappiness or restlessness, and so in any case, this is something that some Taurians may have already enacted in their life. And I should say that recently, maybe this is talking about that, actually. I didn't initially think it. I always think of the Eight of Cups as connected to Scorpio, because cups are water signs. And then when you bring the 8th house into it, that Scorpio rules, that can deal with, rebirth, transformation, and the occult, and, spiritual matters. So with a lunar eclipse there in Sagittarius, which happened in June, and which may still be active for you in terms of the changes that may have been involved, this may indicate somebody who has been experiencing spiritual expansion, because Jupiter was here like a year ago. I mean, Taurians especially. So just something to think about if that resonates with you. And what you might expect in the near future, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this can be a new situation arising, whether it's a new job that takes you into a certain workplace, and maybe you meet the love of your life in the workplace, or if it's a new relationship with an earth sign. Pentacles are earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And just in general, any type of relationship that you enact in the near future may be a very long-lasting one, because Pentacles, give that sense of endurance, enduring relationships. So this is an advice card, what you can do to kind of help the situation along. The Six of Wands, and this is kind of like, I think I was I referring to that? You know, sometimes I think I'm thinking of the last reading I did, but the Six of Wands is a card connected to Leo. And it's about strutting your stuff. It's about taking a bow, meaning, Taurus, that perhaps you're a person who needs to really appreciate all of your qualities. You rule the second house in astrology, not only related to the money that we earn and our possessions, but our self-esteem, our self-worth. And isn't it interesting when this is a money house and we're talking about worth, but not dollars and cents, obviously. We're talking about the value that we place on ourselves. The Six of Wands is being aware of those things that we are proud of. You know, Leo is a proud sign. And we're not talking about narcissism. We're talking about a wholesome, genuine, balanced sense that we bring something to the table in life, that we can help others to reach their potential because we are honoring our own ability to reach our potential. So it's not about being better than somebody else, but just radiating your own love for self in a very healthy kind of a way. It's also, I think, even more important, and maybe more what this card represents to me. The Six of Wands, Taurus, is a card of being with somebody who sings your praises. Not because they're trying to butter you up because they want something, but because they really think that you are an amazing person and they see the good in you. They're not just sitting there and finding fault all the time. And maybe those faults that that people like that mention are 100% accurate, because nobody is perfect in this world. But it's not something that for a committed partnership that you want to hear from that person. It's one thing when somebody comes to you in kindness and says that something that you're doing is bothering them, but that's not what we're talking about here. So using that as one of your criteria of who is the best kind of person for you is a very wise thing to do. And the outcome is the Two of Wands. I've been getting a lot of twos, like people at the crossroads. Maybe I'll pick an additional card. But the Two of Wands can be a card of relocation, and you have the Eight of Cups. So it could be that you're debating whether or not to go. Now, if this is for a career, if the Ace of Pentacles is a new job, and so you have this offer on the table, and what's keeping you here is a sense of the familiar, then Taurus, you have to decide whether you're going to play it safe or not, or if you're going to take a chance. So you never know who you might meet when you go somewhere else. Oh my gosh, guess what card I got? Six of Swords. Another relocation card. Sounds like you're going to do it. So in any case, I hope that you enjoyed this, Taurus. But I want to say one thing. The Six of Swords, number 6 connects with the planet Venus, your ruler. And Taurus and Libra are signs that really value harmony. Taurus is just chill, laid back, kind of like down to earth. Libra is someone, Libra rules the scale, Libra symbol is the scales. And so for Libra, it's a sense of being imbalanced when there's a lack of harmony in the environment. So that's where Libra is coming from. So this is very interesting, isn't it? What is happening here. And yeah, so it's choosing peace, I guess is the best way of putting it, if you're currently in a relationship that is so not like the Knight of Cups. Okay, that's what I have for you, Taurus. I hope that you enjoyed this and that it resonated to some degree or another. And if you'd like a private reading, the link is below. Have a great month. Take care. Bye.